What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a driveway in Bloxburg. Let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so starting off here in your driveway, obviously you're going to want to have like your beginning part where you're going to have like your gate at. And so right here, I would normally make something kind of like this where it just kind of comes off the road here. Sometimes I do it like in the corner, but I'm going to do it right here for now. And basically I like to have a part that's at least 4 blocks wide, because whatever fence I'm going to be using, which most of the time I'll be using a fence like the brick post fence here. This fence is pretty good, and then I will go into my gates. I'll usually use the classic driveway gate because that's one, in my opinion, is the best one. And then there's a little bit of a decoration thing that you can kind of do. So if you go into cube here with your basic shape, you resize it to about halfway, so what, 1.25, you can make it go down to like about here. You can really do whatever you want with this, but there's some cool stuff that you can do, because this is like a real life kind of gate design that you actually see happen in a lot of mansions nowadays with the gates. So we're gonna make it go all the way up here. We're gonna bring this in just a tad bit, and then we will move this out. So we'll move it out to right about, oh, I don't know, right there. It looks fine. And then we're gonna bring this back in. I think that should be good. I don't know, I can't tell if there's a gap there or not, but basically you guys can get the point. Yeah, there's a gap there. All right. But yes, so basically you just do this, and then what you can do is just do the beveled vertical cylinder, is so you can really have this be whatever size you want. Again, this is up to you guys. Just I don't know, but yeah. So I like to use this design a lot. I use this in a lot of my, whenever I do make gates. This is the kind of gate design I'll have usually, which it's kind of realistic. I mean, you can make it even like thinner than this. Really, it's up to you. I personally always have liked it because I didn't like just having like the post there, you know, the post there just by itself. And so that's the best gate design in my opinion. But it depends on what kind of house you're going for. If you're going for a different kind of styled house, maybe you're going for like a modern house, you'd probably have something like this or this. In which case, I'd probably just surround my gate with like a bunch of trees or something. Speaking of which now, since you have a gate, you kind of want to give a reason for your gate to be there, right? Like, you don't want people to just be like, oh, well, you have a gate, but your thing's like, but I can just walk around it. Like, you know, you kind of want to have something around it. And normally what I would do is I'd put like some kind of landscaping in. And so recently with the kind of trees that they've added, I would go down to the cherry blossom tree, which I get not everybody has this tree. And if you don't have it, please go get it. It's a really good tree. You have to get your gardening level up, which mine is pretty close to max, if not max already. I'm not sure what level it is, but I just have every gardening item at least, which is good. And so now what I will do is I'll go in like a compact bush kind of thing. I'll just start landscaping around the edges here. So basically you can't really just drive around it. That's kind of the main purpose of doing this here. And so you just add in a quick, nice landscaping kind of thing. And so sometimes you'll even see like you see like a house, like maybe like a house of like a name, or if it's like you're making like a neighborhood, it'll have like a little like sign. Like this is like the Biltmore estate or something. I'd put it like right here, in which case you could have like a spotlight, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I would just keep landscaping like this. And then when you have like, I don't know, you put like a pine tree here too, because pine trees are pretty cool. And so you just landscape along the side, keep adding rocks and bushes and landscape all the way out here. And then another thing that you guys can do is have a landscaping with no tree, and instead of having a tree, you just have like a fountain, which this is another one that you'll see me do quite often. And so you kind of want to keep it up with that theme. I like to use this kind of color for the fountains, like the KDAP blue. I won't use that color for the fountain itself. I'll probably use something like that, which that looks really good. And then you want to be careful with your bushes on the fountains, because they go into this fountain very easily. This fountain's like, I don't know, it's like, it bowls down, and so, and you can see it from the inside. Like if I was to place this right in here, like you'd see it. And so you just kind of have to be careful about that stuff. If I place the compact bush like right there, like you'd see part of it, I think. Yeah. And so just keep moving around, moving stuff around just like this, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Like, look, even placing that rock there, you know, like it's just like that. That's just how it be sometimes, guys. All right, I don't know what I'm saying right now, guys. It's pretty early in the morning, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whoa, I need more stuff. What? Okay, there we go. But yes, anyways, that's how you make your start almost. And so if the mailbox that I like to use as well is, so if you're going already off this kind of gate stuff, you can use this brick mailbox if you'd like to. Another good one is the traditional mailbox. And then make sure you change your trash bag. That's probably the most realistic part of it all. I like to use the rolling trash can. And then what I will do is I'll go into metal, I'll make it something like the green here, and then I'll make my roof about the roof tiles right here, which that looks really realistic for a trash can. I got a realistic trash can. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm showing off on y'all now with my realistic trash can. That makes sense. Okay. So now you can kind of experiment around with different color palettes for your mailbox. This one looks really good. And I would like my red to be just a tad bit darker here. And so I think that works out well. And so now all I have to do is just move this to about right there. And then I can just keep going like this. Since I have the post right there, I can move stuff around kind of like this. Who on earth is here? What? Okay guys, so basically you're gonna want to add the fencing here and put the brick post in. So now as you can see, my trash can's kind of messed up. So you can move it in like this, so that way it doesn't like go into like that fence, and your mailbox will just be right there, which that looks pretty cool. And so there's some other kind of detailing that you can kind of work on right here, which this, I mean, you can kind of go like, I don't know, if you want to add in like some depth, you can kind of do this. I don't like doing it too often. I see people do it, and I'm like, okay, I mean, like, it's not really necessary, you know. And so I just don't do it, but that's kind of up to you guys if you want to add that extra detail. So this is the, well, okay. So this is your start of the driveway, and now there's kind of a pet peeve that some builders have. Like, you'll see in most of these tutorials actually on like how to build a house and whatnot, but like don't make your driveway just straight up like this. Like try to add like some shape to it, right? And so I kind of agree with that, right? There's plenty of times where you can make it a straight driveway and it's perfectly fine, but the biggest part is just making sure that you have something that you like. And so normally my driveways would kind of go like this, like when they connect to the house here at the end. And so normally what I have to do with that is I have a lot of driveway space here, obviously, and so then over here, like, I'd have like the spot where it like connects to the house, like whatever, and that's just fine. But I mean, like, other than that, you know, you have like this huge spot right here in the middle, right? And so that's when I'd also add in like another like fountain thing or something like that. This fountain's not the best, obviously, and so what I would do is I actually use like a little like centerpiece almost thing, where I'll make like a landscaping design in the middle. I've done a tutorial on that kind of stuff, but basically just try to kind of give your driveway like a centerpiece, because I think that works out pretty well. I mean, you can even add in like a statue too. That doesn't work out the best all the time, but you can still add in a statue. It kind of works. I mean, other than the statue too, you could also just add in a car. That works too. Just add in cars that take up space. Jeez, I have a lot of cars. Look, I wonder wait, how much value can I put on this plot? Hold on. Let's see this. Why do I have so many cars? It's not gonna load immediately, but it's just kind of funny. How much? Okay, so let's see here. What? Probably 180,000, 180,000, 65, 65. So 260, 360. So what? 620. That's like what? Like 50,000, 700, probably like 700,000 right there, just from those cars. That is insane. That's my new tactic to buff up my insurance. My plot value, not my insurance. There's no insurance in Bloxburg. But yes guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I kind of just wanted to get like the fundamentals down of how I make my driveways, because somebody did ask. I don't know what video it was on. I just remember getting a request for this, and I was like, yeah, you know what? If you want to learn how to make a driveway, I'll teach you how to make a driveway, because that makes perfectly sense. And that's not a sentence. Okay. Anyways, hopefully I can start working on my new build here soon. I've been pretty busy, but we'll get to work on it in no time, and you guys will see a new build from me coming soon. But anyways, if you guys did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.